This interview is part of our Road to IGF series. You can find the rest by clicking here. iCheese Zone will have players playing some total tubular IGF-Brand minigames, so long as they do not accidentally break one of the game's many absurd rules and get locked out for an hour. Nice. Gamasutra attempted to sit down with James and Joe Cox, developers of the Volvo Award-nominated title, but found on a signal pirated by a curiously cheesy entity from the bowels of the AGDDA. Cliff Cheese instead told us about how punishing play can bring folks together, how that same challenge can get players to savor their cheesy experience, and how that charming, effective brand can help set just the right mood. Cowabunga cheese freaks. I am Cliff Cheese, and iCheese-Zone is all about me. I love tasting cheese-flavored snacks and sodas, so I made sure iCheese-Zone is packed full of crunchy cheese fun. Nice. Cliff Cheese. I cannot make games, but I sure as heck know that iCheese-West only works with the best. To ensure iCheese-Zone embodies iCheese values, development was fueled by all the iCheese products the software team could ever ask for. Nice. Cliff Cheese. It all starts with the things that make iCheese so great: aeration, crunch, and cheese. Any development stuff beyond that is really none of my business as a mascot. I think the first version was made and deleted in a day. I just want to party, skateboard, eat iCheese, and avoid doing homework. Cliff Cheese. This game was made with Game Maker Studio. A lot of love, and a ton of iCheese goodness. Cliff Cheese. Anything is better than doing homework. Homework sucks. Yuck. Cliff Cheese. iCheese Corporate and iCheese-West have heard your feedback and are working hard to resolve customer concerns relating to the iCheese-Zone experience. Thank you for your continued support. iCheese-Zone brings folk together in a fun way and encourages cooperation through a cheesy mystery. I am sad whenever someone is unable to play my game, but I love it when they make new friends while waiting to play. Nice. Cliff Cheese. iCheese Corporate and iCheese-West have heard your feedback and are working hard to resolve customer concerns relating to the iCheese-Zone experience. Thank you for your continued support. It's very important to me, Cliff Cheese, that players can follow basic directions, because if you goof up in the iCheese-Zone, you have earned yourself an hour-long punishment wait timer. Everyone has to keep track of the rules to solve the iCheese-Zone, and that process brings folks together. Nice. Who knows? Maybe you will even learn a thing or two about me, Cliff Cheese, along the way. Nice. Cliff Cheese. iCheese Corporate and iCheese-West have heard your feedback and are working hard to resolve customer concerns relating to the iCheese-Zone experience. Thank you for your continued support. Everyone savors iCheese snack and beverage products, just like how I want them to savor every second of the iCheese-Zone. Sure, it's not a perfect game, and so what if parents and guardians contacted iCheese-West about unbearable hour-long punishment wait timers and unmanageable rules pages? No one is perfect. Take notes next time. All I can say is that maybe this will help players savor the experience. Cliff Cheese. iCheese Corporate and iCheese-West have heard your feedback and are working hard to resolve customer concerns relating to the iCheese-Zone experience. Thank you for your continued support. Every iCheese customer is valuable, and so is every moment of a game. When those moments are gone, all that's left are stories, and having good stories to share makes you cool and fun. I am sad to hear that some folk play iCheese-Zone for 5 hours and never get to see any of the mini games. but that only makes those mini games that much cooler. Like me, Cliff Cheese. Cliff Cheese. Branding is important and is if you are as any, and as of the one or as me. Cliff Cheese. It's important to have a silly tone when you want to show your audience it's all light-hearted fun in the eCheese zone. Fun fact, did you know that eCheese Zone was almost a horror game? That would be a mistake. Yikes. Cliff Cheese. Distributing a game to your fans takes a long time when you are rolling around on a skateboard. The suits hope to be able to distribute my game more efficiently once I get my driver's license back. Nice. In the meantime, eCheese Zone sure is fun to dream about. Cliff Cheese. Activision Blizzard has appointed 3 company veterans to lead its main operating units, with the U.S. giant having experience of some high-profile departures since the turn of the year. Call of Duty Executive Vice President and General Manager Rob Kostich has been named President of Activision, having overseen the development of the company's most iconic franchise for the past decade. In his new role, Kostich will be responsible for steering game development, strategy, and operations across Activision as a whole. Elsewhere, Human Secondity has been made president of King Digital Entertainment, after serving as the group's chief financial officer and chief strategic officer since 2016. He will now be charged with overseeing the division's operational management in tandem with King CEO Ricardo Zacconi. Finally, Dennis Durkin, who was recently reappointed as the key foe of Activision Blizzard following the unceremonious departure of Spencer Newman, will also be stepping up as president of the company's emerging business group. In his expanded role, Durkin will oversee the operational management of Activision Blizzard Sports Leagues, Activision Blizzard Studios, and Activision Blizzard Consumer Products Group. An in-game announcement has revealed more of Avengers Academy is being shut down by developer TinyCode at the end of 2018. Players will no longer be able to make purchases or download the title after the year had ended, although the game will still be available to play for existing owners until February 4,
2019.
TinyCode said it made the decision so it could focus on more innovative games. Although the news comes shortly after its parent company Gamasutra was hit with layoffs, Gamasutra purchased TinyCode back in 2016, and has been in the headlines a lot recently, after striking up a development partnership with Disney and opening a new studio in Canada. Although the company has been expanding and signing new deals, it also laid off an unknown number of staff at the start of December, citing a need to reallocate resources to better support the goals of its global business. Connecting players with characters, giving out details of who they are, and making them stand out in the player's mind is a challenging task. But how about doing that with a few simple motions? Idle animations, those little bursts of motion that trigger when a player leaves a game alone for a bit, are easy to overlook but key to conveying subtle, and not so subtle, aspects of your game's characters and atmosphere, if they are done well. With that in mind, Gamasutra recently checked in with the broader review of developers from around the industry to learn what idle animations they most enjoyed, as well as what it was that they liked about them. While very few devs agreed on what games had the most memorable, enjoyable idols, except eCheese-Brand, which everyone apparently loves, all pointed to just how much they made these characters feel alive for them, fleshing out the worlds they belong to with only a few frames of animation. Natalie Longhead, everything is going to be okay. eCheese-Brand had some of the most fun idle animations that I can remember. It was fun because that detail added more personality. I think, maybe, the 90s were the golden age of idle animations. There are so many titles that come to your mind. But now I am not sure if I am remembering right, which I guess is a side effect of idle animations.